yarning friends, this is Stephanie with Stephanie's Yarn Escape. Thank you for joining me today for episode number 45. This is a crochet podcast where I take you on my yarning adventure in hopes that you find some sort of inspiration. So grab your favorite beverage, prop those feet up because you deserve to, and enjoy what I have to share. So, I've been a busy lady the past few weeks. Yes, I've been a little absent. I'm currently going to school, like I said in my last video, to go to school to further my career. So I do that 3 days a week. I drive to class, which is a 45-minute drive to and from. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Mondays and Fridays, I still got to go to work, and I'm training someone for my position. Then I got the studies in between work that, I still got to study. I have a family. My daughter, it's summertime. My daughter likes doing outdoor activities. She's in Baton. So we got practice, parades. It's been crazy, guys. July seemed to have flown by for me. I had a lot of things, a lot of deadlines, a lot of things going on in July. So I want to tell you guys that I appreciate you for joining me and being so patient with me. Now that it's August, I feel like I have a better grasp on my time. My schooling is going to about mid-September to the end of September. That's when I'll take my state test, and then I no longer qualify for the position that I'm in, so I have to move to another clinic, still for the same facility, the same, it's a medical facility, so it's still the same facility. No, that's not the words I'm using. Same company, I guess. Just a different clinic, so, which I don't want to do, but I have to. So my schedule will be changing then as well too, so I will be adjusting then, so there may be a little hiatus then too. But that's okay, yeah, you guys are here for the yarn, aren't you? You're not here to listen to me and my crazy lifestyle. I do have, like I said, I had some deadlines for July. So I feel like I do have a better grasp on some of my projects that I've been working on. I have 2 finished objects and 1 WIP to share with you guys. It's not much. But, I do have some other projects that I'm working on that you'll see on the No Filter Fiber cast that I do with Crochet Creations by Christy. We just recorded, so you'll see some stuff I'm working on there. And we did some amazing giveaways, so be sure to check that out if you haven't already. So yes, now that I feel like I have a better grasp on my time, right now, it's still early August. That may change as the weeks go on, because school's starting for my daughter soon, so we're preparing for that. But let's get into the yarning thing, shall we? All right. So the WIP that I decided to pick back up after a little bit of time sitting on the shelf a little bit on the back burner is the pineapple Afghan. This is a challenge that's on Crochet Creations by Christy. She's doing a year-long challenge. Basically, you make 1 square a month, and at the end of the year, you put it together, and you'll have a gorgeous blanket at the end. And she's doing random drawings in between. I started off really good at the beginning of the year. January, February, I was good. I had my 2 squares. Then I went down south quickly. That's all I have is 2 squares. But I did pick it back up this week, so I do have some progress on a square, and I do intend on making this more of a priority so I can get this done by the end of the year. So yes, this is a free prep pattern by Judy T. Treese. I believe it was somewhere online. I don't know where at. I can't remember off the top of my head where at online, but I'll be sure to put the link down below. If you do not check out Crochet Creations by Christy, you should. It's not too late to get started with this challenge. Like I said, I haven't been doing it since February-ish, March. Yeah, February, March-ish. And I plan on catching up, so you still can catch up. So here's my 2 first squares that I've done. These need some major blocking because they are very curled. So yes, I will be blocking these so they could show their beauty. There's 1 square. They're all the same pattern. Once you get going, it's fairly easy to do. The first one I did struggle a little bit with the center, but once I actually read what I was doing, it wasn't that bad. There are some video tutorials on her Facebook page that a friend of ours did to help people, because some people were struggling with the pattern itself. So yes, definitely need some blocking. So 2 squares, and then I got started on my 3rd square. So here's the start of it, and it should be done soon. Now the yarn I'm using for this is Red Heart Soft, 100% acrylic in the colorway charcoal, and there are 513 yards in one skein. So initially, when I started doing this challenge, I wasn't sure if I wanted it all to be one color or what I wanted yet. So I bought 2 gray. Wasn't sure if I was going to do all gray or if I wanted to do other squares different colors. Well, lesson learned, I should have just bought enough for the whole thing, because now I haven't looked recently, but when I decided I wanted to do the whole thing gray, I can't find this gray. It's out of stock everywhere. So like Michael's, online and in store. That's initially where I bought it. Yeah, out of stock. Now, like I said, I haven't looked recently, but upon the search throughout the months, I decided I'm actually going to do different colors. So I have that square to finish and another square to finish with this gray, and I'm going to do in the same kind of yarn. It's like a dark green, and then I'm going to put some white in there. So it's going to be this gray, green, and white. So I think that'll be really pretty. I didn't bring the other colors down with me to show you guys those, but that's so far I plan on making that. It was on the back burner for a little bit, so it's going to be moved to the front burner a little bit and worked on a little bit more because I would like to get that done. I don't want it to be a 2-year-long whip for me. So I did pick that up this week, and I did get, like I said, that half that square done. So I will be working on that more regularly. And now I have 2 whips. No, I lied. I have another whip. I almost forgot. It's sitting right here in my bag that my mama made me. So it is Attack of the Amigurumi 2021. That's a challenge on my Facebook group to make amigurumi in that month's theme. All the rules are over there on my Facebook group. Just go ahead and check it out. And this month's theme is Down on the Farm. If you guys haven't checked out my last little video, I just did a short little video at the end of July just to announce that. And so, yes, I'm doing a goat. So, and I said in my little last video that I wasn't going to start my goat until my narwhal for last month was done. Well, guess what's in the finished items section of this video is my narwhal. So, my goat, I actually just started it the other night. This is Gordy the Billy Goat by Little Muggles Amigurumi Designs. I bought this on Etsy. So I intend on making 2. One as a gift for one of my best friends. It's for her boy. They actually live on a farm, so I intend on making him one. But not much progress. So he's going to be gray. I think they're both going to be gray. I hope to make 2. Let's just say that. I know one's going to be gray, and I'm on the fence about to do for the other color. Give me your thoughts and opinions, because I have this yarn here that's not labeled, but it's an acrylic yarn. It's like this tannish, dark beigeish, light tannish color. And I thought about doing the other goat in this color. So tell me what you guys think. The next problem I may run into is once they're both done, because I planned on making, like right now I'm working on the head. And so once I finish that head, I was going to make the other head. So I can get them both done. But the problem I may run into is once they're both done, which color to send to the little boy. So we'll see. I don't know. I was thinking about doing the other goat in this color. I'm on the fence. Maybe I'll just do them both gray, so I don't have to make that decision. I don't know yet. Tell me what you think. But yes, so this is part of the head. Just a little bowl. The yarn I'm using is, I love this yarn in Graybeard. And it's 100% acrylic and 355 yards. I'm really loving this yarn for amigurumi. I think this yarn could be used just for about anything. And I just recently started using it because I got a Hobby Lobby closer to me. So I'm starting to buy this yarn a little bit more, and I'm really enjoying it. So this is going to probably be a staple, like where I have multiple colors in my collection from this. So I just have a little bits. So we all know how our collections take to build up. But over time, I do plan on having multiple colors. So I have the options, and I'm not like, I want to use this yarn, but I don't have the right color. So, and they have so many colors, so many. Excuse me. So that's the start of that. Now I will need to pull, so that's going to be the main color. And I do need to add some white, some dark gray, and some dark taupe, it tells me. And that's for his little feet there. And then the white, of course, for his horn. So yes. And for those that are new, Attack of the Amigurumi 2021 is a challenge that I started at the end of the year. I do plan on continuing on through 2022. I did amigurumi in the past. I've been a crocheter for many, many years. And I just wasn't 100% comfortable with my amigurumi skills. So I created the challenge to help better my skills, and it's absolutely working. Like, the skills that I am like getting better at is perfect. Exactly what I wanted the challenge to do. And it's really putting me outside my little comfort zone. So I do plan on doing it next year because there's so many theme ideas that I want to do and I want to make that there's not enough to get for just 12 months. So yes, do look forward to that next year as well too. Now, that means I finished my narwhal. This is narwhal. Oh, look at him, he's so cute. I just love it. This turned out so cute. So let me tell you about this guy. Narwhal, I had a hard time making decisions on this fella. So I didn't know. I have a Yarny friend. Her name is Latoya. And so for this whole thing, anytime that I couldn't make a decision, I sent her a message. I'm like, what should I do? This or this? And she decided for me, and I went with it. That was so much fun, actually. Then that just took, okay, this is what she told me to do. This is what I'm going to do. Anywhere, like everything from the yarn to the eyes, like everything. She decided for me, and that was a lot of fun. So let me tell you about the narwhal. So I used the pattern out of Whimsical Stitches. I bought this book off of Amazon, and it is by Lauren Espy, and it's actually the whale, and then you just make the in the pattern it says to make the tusk. It gives you the pattern for the tusk to make it a narwhal. How cool is that? So yes, the yarn I used, I held 2 strands of yarn together. The first one is being housed in my little bowl from Latoya that she gifted me, which is awesome. I have all the other ones in use too. I don't have enough, so I may have to get more. But inside is this cake of yarn, and it's mandala ombre. Try not to handle it too much so it doesn't make a giant mess. So it's mandala ombre in the colorway Tranquil. It's 344 yards, 100% acrylic. And I still have 1 round of each color that's in my narwhal left. So I probably could make another narwhal, but I'm not going to right now. I do have other plans for it. And then I held it double with white. Red Heart White. So I started off with just the cake, okay? And I started making it. And the pattern calls for, it just says worsted weight yarn. And it's going to be approximately 9 inches long by 4 inches wide, which is an okay size, but I like my amigurumi a little bit bigger. I didn't measure this guy yet. So I started off with just the cake yarn, and I started going, you start here, and I started going, I was like, I think I want a little bit bigger, because I like a good huggable stuffed animal. Okay. So then I held it double, and I wasn't sure if I was liking how it was looking. So then I messaged my friend Latoya. I said, what should I do? I took a picture of it. I think I sent her a picture with it held double. Should I keep going, or should I just do just the cake yarn? She said, keep going. That looks cute. Perfect. All right. So I kept going, let the stripes work up as they wanted, as they were in the cake. I didn't do any alterations. I did a little bit of alterations at the end though. So, I got to, you get so far down and then you put in safety eyes. But my daughter, I have a bunch of safety eyes I can use, but my daughter loves stuffed animals without the safety eyes because she says when she cuddles with them at night, she likes the soft eyes because then the hard eyes don't hit her or whatever, if she rolls or whatever. She likes the soft eyes. So I always keep that in mind for her because I'm sure she's not the only one. So I did crochet eyes, and I was doing different things with it, and that's one of the techniques I'm also trying to perfect is the embroidery eyes, different skills, different looks. The face makes the animal. And so I asked her about that, and I just had circles on here, just little circles. I was like, what do you think? Because in the picture, they're just black safety eyes, and they look fine. So I said, what do you think? Should I put some eyelashes on it or no? And I was messing with it, and I couldn't get the eyelashes right. And I don't remember what picture I sent her. She said, eyelashes. Definitely keep the eyelashes. That's cute. So I kept the eyelashes, put a little smile on, a little crooked smile. And yeah, so that's how the narwhal came to be. Now, at the end, so you crochet down and down and down. And at the end, you cinch at the end, and I ended with this green. And I'm like, okay. The next color after the green was this aqua color, okay? And so I had these 4 pieces here, the tail and the fins are the same thing. You just have to make 4 of them. So I'm like, okay, do I want to alter the colors or do I want it to let it go through? And I know it would have drove me nuts if the color changed in the middle of the fin or the tail. So I did color control that. So I cut out my green because I wasn't sure if I'd have enough. And then I was just going to do all 4 in the aqua. So I did 2 in the aqua, got those sewed on for my fins. And I'm like, I looked at my ball green and I'm like, I wonder if I have enough to make, there wasn't much left. I wonder if I have enough to make this piece for the tail. And I would like it, I like the idea of it being one color. So I did it. And I was very close. Like, that was a scary game of yarn chicken. Like, I literally, my second one of this green, I didn't have enough to do another stitch. That's how close I was. Like, it took me right to the end. So it was perfect. So those are part of my tail. And then I just started off where I left off with the aqua for the tusk. So yes, that's my narwhal. He turned out so cute. So yes, so next year in the challenge, you may see some repeat themes because there's some things this year that I got inspiration from everybody else that I wanted to make that I have added to my to-do list. So you may see some repeat themes next year. Who knows? But we'll see. So this month for August is down on the farm, and I'm doing my goats. So if you make anything on the farm, like things that you find growing on a farm, anything, the possibilities are endless. Anything that you may see on the farm, use your imagination. So if you do make something this month for this month's theme, you will be entered. Make sure you post it on the right Facebook post. You'll be entered to a drawing to win 2 skeins of yarn, and they're both Vanna's Choice. And this one is lilac, and this one is sapphire, and this one has one of my stitch markers on it. They're both 100% acrylic for medium, and there are 170 yards on each one of these. So yes, now there's 2 posts on my Facebook. One post is for my finished projects. Like, it's the initial announcement at the beginning of the year that I did. And then every month when I finish one, I put one of my pictures for that month, for that animal that I finished. And on that post, you can share anything that you want, any pattern recommendations, pattern questions, progress photos, anything you want. And then the post for the month is where you want to put your finished item. And that post is where I will pull the names for the drawings. And now I'll go on to the end of the month. If I don't get it right out at the end of the month, just keep a lookout for everything. Like I said, I am going to school and stuff, so time is getting away from me a little bit every now and then. And school is starting at the end of the month. So just be on the lookout for the updates and stuff on the Facebook and here on the YouTube for those changes and updates and announcements. Yeah, so get those farm animals in. I really enjoy seeing them. I can't wait for this goat. I was really excited about it. I was on the fence if I wanted to do a goat or a donkey. I do want to do the donkey too. So like I said, it may be a repeat one next year because there's so many things you could do with that theme. So yes, I do also have another finished object. I did a test pattern for Hannah from the Cozy Cottage Crochet. I'm on her testing list. And she sent out an email requesting testers for her one pattern. And I haven't been doing it lately. Well, she just got back into the groove after having a baby. And I haven't been doing it lately simply because I have a lot of stuff going on in my crochet life, my Yarny life, and my daytime life, with work and school and family and stuff. So I try not to put the pressure on myself. And I responded to the email. And that's okay, because I was really excited to see her get another pattern out ready. And so I really wanted to participate in that. And it's the Spiral Up Cow. And I believe she'll be releasing that soon. Excuse me. And she's showing it on her podcast too, with those bright colors. And she started this before she had her baby. And so I participated, and in the email she said you can use any yarn you want. You could do stripes, you could do speckles, you could do ombre, you could do solid. And I decided that I was going to do a solid one. So she wanted this done by the deadline for the pattern, the test pattern was the end of July. And I thought I had plenty of time. Well, July was getting away from me very quickly. And so I started it later than I wanted to because I had some other things I had to finish up. And so I was working on this nonstop for the last week and a half of July to get it done on time. But I got it done and I sent her off the pictures. So this is it here. I love the pattern. So when it does come out, make sure you get it. So it's just a cow. I'm not going to put it, I was going to put it on, but my hair is up. And I know if I try to put it on, my bun's going to fall down. So we're not going to do that. But yes, I did all mine in one color and I love it. I do plan on making another one because I was going to do it striped in 2 rows and I changed my mind. I wanted to do one color. And the yarn I used for this was Wool Like by Loops and Threads in this color tan. So I believe the pattern calls for 900 yards or so. I don't remember. But there's 678 yards in this skein, and I had 2 skeins of it. And so one didn't quite get me what I needed. So I actually used a little bit out of this. Not a whole lot. I could definitely make another project out of this. And I used 1 whole skein though. So it's so cool. I love the fabric that it makes. It's so nice. Love it, love it, love it. So definitely be on the lookout for that pattern. She will be releasing it. Super easy, mindless. I really enjoyed working on it so much that I want to make it again. And I'm not usually a huge fan of making one pattern multiple times unless I absolutely love it, and this is one of them. So yes, I believe that's all I have to share. I feel like there's something else, but that's all I got on my table. We'll see. So, yeah. I guess that's all. All right. So until next time, remember to keep that yarn running through those fingers, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.